Hello and welcome back. It is Gauntlet of Greatness time. I'm Randy Buehler, joined as usual by Shadow Nutella. How are things?
Things are well.
Awesome. A matchup that we have got queued up for you guys is here in the Antiquities bracket. We're going to be playing Storm, which got to this round by knocking off Grixis Delver, against Green-White Aggro, which got to this round by virtue of being handed a bye because I was really impressed by the deck at the last Pro Tour. We can actually look at the decks that we're going to be playing before we get into the matchup. There's a Storm, the Empty the Warrens Goblins plan is hanging out in the sideboard, but it does make for a fine graphic. Here's the Green-White Aggro, Little Kid Aggro, Wilted Obzon, whatever you want to call this. It got Jacob Wilson into the top 8. It did very well at the last Modern Pro Tour. The idea with the deck is you've got Noble Hierarch and Bird of Paradise accelerating you, and then you can start playing Kitchen Finks, the 4/4 Loxodon Smiter very quickly, and Wiltleaf Liege is actually kind of ridiculous when you have so many gold creatures. I mean, Voice of Resurgence and Kasali Pride Mage are your 2-drops. Siege Rhino is your 4-drop, so giving other green creatures +1/+1 and other white creatures +1/+1 means this is a 4/4 beater that gives half of your team +2/+2. And, oh, by the way, it comes in for free if anybody makes you discard with Liliana or any kind of similar effect. Gavany Township makes your team get even bigger when you get flooded with mana creatures. So it's Obzon colored, like a lot of the Obzon decks that were at the last Pro Tour and have been doing so well in Modern, but more on the creature beatdown side, which gives it a huge edge in that Obzon mirror. What it does do, though, is it's a little soft to combo. It's only got 2 Thoughtseizes. I mean, it's got a couple Kasali Pride Mages, but it has to load up in the sideboard on hate for combo decks because it's really set up to win the kind of grindy mid-range creature battles, which, to be fair, are a lot of what Modern is about nowadays. Now, the opponent in this matchup, the Storm deck. Storm has been around for a while. It's got a whole bunch of 1-mana cantrips in blue. It's got a whole bunch of rituals in red. So Pyromancer's Ascension is the key to the deck. You get this down, you get a couple counters on it, which is relatively easy given how many cantrips are in the deck that kind of give you this velocity going through your deck and finding more spells. And now your spells all fork. Every time you play a spell, you get multiple copies of it. Past in Flames will let you recast that graveyard full of cantrips and rituals, and suddenly your storm count just goes all the way to 20, and a Grape Shot kill is relatively straightforward once the deck gets off the ground and going. Sideboard can become an Empty the Warrens deck. It can also be a Blood Moon deck if that happens to be what's going on in the matchup, but mostly this is a pretty fast combo deck. It's capable of turn 3 kills. It's very, normally we'll get a turn 4 kill, and it's attacking from kind of a foreign angle, so we'll see what happens. Shadow, I am going to go set up a match for you to join. I'm going to play the Storm side of things, and
this will go very different than our practice matches.
Do you think?
No.
No, the practice match that we played consisted of me winning game 1, him drawing an awesome sideboard card and just preventing me from even playing in game 2, and then him failing to draw an awesome sideboard card in game 3. So,
yeah, my plan is to be a better player and draw awesome sideboard cards in both games 2 and 3.
Got it. All right. Good luck.
Good luck.
We can chat more after the game. All right, here we go. I have 2 land and stuff. I don't have a Pyromancer's Ascension, but it seems plenty keepable. He also keeps 7. So do I just start probing, right? Well, I guess I should do that next turn so that if I probe into an Ascension, I won't lose it. That sounds right. See if he's got a Thoughtseize for me. An Overgrown Tomb. Could be a Thoughtseize. Could be a Mana Critter. It is a Thoughtseize. Now, do I fire off Thought Scour? I think I do. No, he's going to take Goblin Electromancer. There's no reason to give him a better target. If he wants to take Thought Scour over Goblin Electromancer, I think I'm okay being down a card. I think. I don't know. Maybe Thought Scour was important enough. He's thinking. I think he's supposed to take Electromancer, but I mean, he can certainly see that Thought Scour is my only play for this turn. And yeah, he goes for the Electromancer, so didn't have to risk exposing whatever my cantrip card. I was a Steam Vents. Didn't matter anyway. He spilled a couple of lands into the yard. I didn't want to draw those lands anyway. Now I don't really have a turn 2 play. Huh. I mean, I'm supposed to. Let's do the Taxian Probe. See what he's working with. Mostly I just want to cantrip and hopefully hit an Ascension. Path, Hierarch, Voice. Yeah, nothing I care about. Oh, interesting. With Path in hand, it makes taking the Electromancer a little less exciting for him. Shivan Reef. Which way do I want to take damage? I choose to take damage by fetching a mountain. And then hit me. Lost the ritual, found a probe and a sleight of hand. Reasonable trade, I guess. No reason to play those till next turn, though. Assume this is going to be voice. Past players. Just trying to figure out what I pay to life for the voice. Could be a turn eventually, and I'm not really doing a whole lot this turn. I guess I'm just going to go ahead and pay. Enjoy a second voice. I found a ritual. Alright. I clearly want to cast the sleight of hand. Ritual or Thought Scour? Doesn't feel like rituals are my problem. Feels like cards are my problem, so I'll take the Thought Scour. Great, now I wound up with that stupid mountain in play, and a blue spell I want to cast. Get it next turn. I mean, if I find Pyromancer's Ascension, I'm in pretty good shape, because I can ritual. Let's see, the Pyretic puts a counter, the Thought Scour puts a counter. I could Past in Flames, run the whole yard back. But I need to draw a Pyromancer's Ascension. Even Electromancer would be pretty good, right? I don't want to play Thought Scour at instant speed. I do need to find cards, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Found a Desperate Ritual. Spilled an Electromancer and Serum Visions. I mean, if I have to, I can ritual, Past in Flames, and start digging with the cards in the yard. But I don't really want to do that until he forces me to. He's going to hit me for what? He can hit me for like 4. Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple draw phases left. To 11, is he going to Sea Drive me? Paid for that land to have 5 mana here? Yeah, he's going to Sea Drive me. And have a path. That's annoying. Well, now I have to win next turn. Yeah, more than 6 power worth of attackers, so... Gotta go for this one way or the other. Interesting. It's just a question about what's the most efficient way to dig for cards. I have these Desperate Ravings. Maybe I want to play all the good stuff from my hand first, though? I also have a land drop. I could use Misty Rainforest to go. Well, Misty Rainforest is a bad card with Desperate Ravings. Huh. I think I have to just start ritualing. If I tap all my mana, I can splice Desperate Ritual onto Desperate Ritual, but that only turns a 1 mana profit. That doesn't seem worth spending blue mana for. Alright. Yeah, I think I have to Ritual, 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 Past in Flames, and then start working on the cantrips. Do I have a Manamorphose in there? I don't. So my blue mana is going to get sketchy. Got 1 mana. I can pay the life for the Gitaxian Probes. Still don't care about his hand. On sleight of hand. Which costs blue. Can be used to trigger. I have to get to 14. And I also have to find a Grape Shot. Well, let's do the other probe. Still don't care about his hand. Alright, we found Pyromancer's Ascension. So, if I play Pyromancer's Ascension, I won't have enough mana to play the ritual. So which ritual is unique? The Pyretic Ritual. Oh, I have 2 of each? I have 2 of each. Great. So if I tap a mana for ritual, I also have a land drop. Oh, so I can go Pyromancer's Ascension, land drop, pay down to 1, and then ritual off to the races, right? Oh, blue mana is still my problem. Blue mana is my big problem. Which means I don't worry about trying to be maximally efficient on the rituals, which means I have to preserve blue mana. So if I tap... So I should ritual first? If I ritual... So if I go Pyretic Ritual, for example, then I can turn 2 mana into 3 into 4. I can go Ascension. Then I can do the other ritual. I'll have 1 counter. And then I'm going to have to do something like a Thought Scour to get the other counter. And then I'll have 1 blue mana left. But a bunch of red mana. Yeah, I think that's the way to do this. All right. Pyromancer's Ascension. And I just did it wrong. I just concluded that I had to do all the rituals and then forgot the start of the story. The start of the story was ritual first, then do Pyromancer's Ascension. God damn it. Now, I can't believe I did that. I just threw it away. I had it, and I just threw it away. The start of the story was ritual, Pyromancer. Oh, good God. What a stupid game. I just want to go back and see how this turns out. I'm literally screwed, right? Now I have all red mana. I can no longer draw a card. I can use Ravings to hit Manamorphose? What does that even do? I feel like I had a pretty good shot, the line that I sketched out. Oh, I see. I go... Ritual, which triggers that. Yeah, I have to Ravings into Manamorphose. I guess I'm not actually dead. This is so much harder than what I had. Now what? Desperate Ritual gets me the other counter. Desperate Ritual gets me the other counter. I can't. I mean, I have a bunch of mana this way. That's the one advantage. But none of it's blue. All right. Pyromancy's Ascension. Oh, the Manamorphose came into my hand and went to the yard. That's hilarious. But I can Past in Flames to get it back, right? Okay, so if I mean, it doesn't currently have Flashback because I already cast Past in Flames, but I can Flashback Past in Flames for 5 to get the Manamorphoses. So we're actually going to win anyway? This deck is kind of insane. Hilarious. All right, I can Flashback the Ravings in my yard. I should do this first, right? Yeah, I get the Ravings. Yeah, get through all the Ravingses and the thoughts. Yeah, get through the Ravingses before I do the next Past in Flames. I'm not going to run out of mana, am I? Past in Flames. This is going to cost me 3. Oh no, it flashes back for blue. What am I talking about? It flashes back for 1R because of Past in Flames. So yeah, I can spend 2 mana on this. Find another ritual. And another Manamorphose. No problem. No problem. This deck's insane. All right. Now it's just a matter of building up storm count and time to go hunting for a kill card. This deck is way more forgiving than I expected it to be. You know? I keep making small mistakes and it keeps not mattering. That's crazy. Another ritual. Counters don't actually matter. Spill more stuff into the yard. Get more stuff into the yard. 'Cause I still expect to have to flashback Past in Flames to give the Manamorphosis flashback. Oh, or I can just draw another Past in Flames. I may as well Desperate Ravings, right? I mean, none of my blue cards have flashback yet. I still haven't found a kill card. Deck's crazy. I just have to make sure I don't cast Gitaxian Probe and accidentally kill myself. I don't even think it'll let me since I'm at 1. Grape Shot. Storm count is 18. And another grape shot. Storm count is also 18. Easy game. Easy game. Sure, put another copy on, see if I care. Same targets. Wow. I never, oh my god. Just the Desperate Ravings alone were enough. I never even had to do the Past in Flames. I'll take it. I will take it. Up a game. All right. Now, the interesting thing, he has Hate for me in his sideboard. So I have to bring in an Echoing Truth in case I need to bounce, say, Leyline of Sanctity, or Rule of Law, or Chalice 1, perhaps. Although he's going to try to set Chalice of the Void to 2. Which is why I'm also going to bring in a Shatterstorm, and I'm going to bring in some Empty the Warrens. And I'm just not going to have Gitaxian Probe in my deck. Because I need this stuff instead. So, hopefully this works. His deck is definitely better after sideboarding because now not only is he able to put on a reasonably fast clock. He's not like burn fast, but I mean he can kill me in 5 turns, right? When he basically forced me to go off on turn 4 or 5. Blood Moon, I thought about Blood Moon against him. The thing is, he has basics, and he also has Bird and Hierarch. So if he just gets a Bird or a Hierarch into play, I can't actually destroy him with Blood Moon. His deck's pretty good against Blood Moon in the grand scheme of things. Wow, this draw seems great. Yeah, I mean, I have Ascension and backup Ascension in case of Thoughtseize. I have 2 lands. This deck just looks great. Steam Vents or Scalding Tarn for Steam Vents? I do not want to draw lands, so I'll Scalding Tarns for Steam Vents. Gonna lose my Manamorphose is the annoying part. Or my Thought Scour. Interesting. Maybe I'm supposed to fire off Thought Scour there? I think he's gonna take Manamorphose. Well, I'm probably supposed to Tarn for Island so I can Thought Scour without taking damage. That's probably what I do. Oh, he takes one of the Ascensions, okay. I mean, he does have the ability to blow one up, so... Ah, speaking of, Kasali Pride Mage. Well, that's all very annoying. Now what? Do I just get Island and Thought Scour? I think I can get Island and Thought Scour. See how quickly... Ooh, Electromancer. See how quickly we can... I was going to say, see how quickly we can force him to blow up an Ascension, but... Electromancer is even more threatening to him, right? Yeah, I can build up to an empty, in theory, if I draw another instant. Just skip the Pyromancer's Ascension stage of the festivities? I don't know. The fact that he has Kasali Pride Mage makes me think I'm better off investing in an Electromancer. So that's what I'm going to do. I wonder if I'm supposed to bring Lightning Bolts in. Could have Lightning Bolts in my deck. Jeez. Chalice of the Void on 2. Is that why I was supposed to play the Ascension first? Ugh. Does make Lightning Bolts feel better. It being a 1 and all. Unbelievable. I don't suppose this changes their mana cost, does it? Does not. Only cost me 1, but the converted mana cost is still 2. Sad. Wow. Card is insane against me. G4 form. Wonder if I can survive another turn. Basically, I'm drawing to Shatterstorm. I mean, I guess I can also, like, let this get countered, lest this gets countered empty for a bunch, but that's the thing that the spirit tokens make really not work. If it wasn't for the flyers, I could hypothetically stitch together Manamorphose into Chalice, Manamorphose into Chalice empty, but I think it's only for like 6. It's not actually that good. Alright. Now, if I sack Scalding Tarn, I definitely don't have another turn. I don't have another turn anyway. So whatever. Give me some mana. I don't think there's anything I can draw. Man. Chalice of the Void on 2. Quite the beating. Whew. I mean, Shatterstorm's in my sideboard for Affinity. It's obviously not here for this matchup. I don't think... I mean, Storm's the kind of deck where if you actually expect people to show up with Chalice of the Void a lot, you just don't play Storm. In a weird way, it's like playing Storm with Chalice Answers in your sideboard is just flawed. I do feel like Lightning Bolt is good. Like, it is a card that has a big impact on the game and is a 1-mana card for triggering things. I mean, flashing it back, you can actually add up to a victory eventually, too. This feels like Lightning Bolts are decent. What are, like, maybe instead of these Desperate Ravings, maybe shave a couple Desperate Ravings? Since he's chalicing 2, go down to 1 Grape Shot since I have the empties. And what, maybe 2 Past in Flame? Something like that, maybe? I don't know. There's a lot to be said for... I don't think Bloodboom should come in. He's too easy for him to play around it. I feel like Lightning Bolt can buy me a ton of time, though. So, I'm going to try this. Wow, I have 1 land and then everything. But I have no cantrips. I don't think I can keep 1 land, no cantrips. Not enough land in the deck. If I had 1 mana cantrips, I would totally keep this. Jeez. I can't keep... I mean, if I was on the draw, I would keep this. I can't keep this on the play. There's no way. Yeah, and this hand is... I mean, worse, but playable. Update the score. Game piece. Here we go for game 3. Oh, he kept 7. No, I'm keeping this. Am I going to pay for Steam Vents, or am I just going to take 1 from Shivan Rings? I'm going to pay for Steam Vents. Give me... Definitely don't want land. 4 land is all this deck needs to draw for the entire game. Oh, I found an Ascension and a Shatterstorm. This works. Alright, I'm definitely putting Shivan Reef on the bottom. Do I actively want to draw Shatterstorm? Or do I actively want to put it on the bottom of my deck? I think I'm going to draw it. Shatterstorm is only here for Chalice of the Void, but I just lost the last game to Chalice of the Void, so I brought in 1 Shatterstorm. I don't know, having just lost... had the Thoughtseize there. Oh, my draw is so bad now. Having just lost a game to Chalice, I don't know. I think that made me want to keep that. Maybe I was supposed to push. Mostly I wish I could have kept that 1 land hand. And if there's anything on top of that 1 land, if I had a second land, in that, or even just a cantrip or 2, 1 mana cantrip or 2. I had a Manamorphose, but... Alright. Hit me! Oh, that'll work. Not like he's putting a clock on me yet. Should have kept my mouth shut. Careful what you wish for, right? Fifth land, definitely not what you wish for with this deck. Leyline this time. I have the Shatterstorm, but he has the enchantment that destroys me. Well, Empty the Warrens can still do some good work. Oh, I didn't have anything untapped anyway. Wow. And I have nothing. I need cantrips. Hilariously, what this Lightning Bolt could be is a Desperate Ravings. Like 2 of the cards, what did I took? I took out Desperate Ravings, Past in Flames, and... Okay, Chalice 2. Feel better about the Shatterstorm now. If this is the Desperate Ravings, I would feel better about this hand. Do the Slight first. It's not the Lightning Bolt, not the land. And weird Chalice. So Lightning Bolt actually triggers both of these, and then this Lightning Bolt I get 3 copies of. So if I draw a spell that is in my graveyard next turn that I can trigger the Ascensions with, this is 18 damage. He's putting me at 2. So I can tap Shivan Reeve. Come on, deck! Come on, deck! If anything, if I draw Serum Visions or Sleight of Hand, is it just Serum Visions or Sleight of Hand? Come on, deck. Serum Visions or Sleight of Hand, and suddenly this is 9, 18 damage. He's got to be done. I'm dead next turn. Be there! Oh, Thought Scour is not going to get it done. Not by itself. Oh, wait a minute. I could... No, if I Lightning Bolt, it triggers it. Oh, geez, this is interesting. If I Lightning Bolt, then I get 3 copies of Thought Scour. Huh. Wow, what are the odds there? If I Thought Scour, I put Thought Scour and 2 random cards into my graveyard. But I only draw 1. If it's a card that's in my graveyard, then I win with the 2 Lightning Bolts. Which basically means it has to be Thought Scour, Slight, or Serum Visions, or match one of the cards I put in. Oh, what am I talking about? Leyline of Sanctity. I can't win with Lightning Bolt. Dope! Can't win with Lightning Bolt. So now it's easy. Now I use Lightning Bolt to trigger the Ascendancy. That's fine. Do I give 1 bolt on each so that a baby grape shot can keep me in the game? Yeah, okay. Come on, deck. That last time where I was asking to kill him with lightning bolt, forget about that. This time, really, deck knows better. The deck knows how to play itself better than I do, anyway. Scalding Tarn, not very exciting. Ritual, not nothing. Grape Shot. Interesting. So I get to kill both his creatures and play on? Okay. I don't have any way to draw cards, so that is the plan. One there. One there. Nope. Play on. Still going to be hard to win through Leyline, but play on. Sad. Sad, stupid Siege Rhino.
Good game?
Yeah, no, you got me. What did I have? I had, did I have anything for next turn? I'm kind of curious. Siege Rhino is so good. Yeah, I didn't have a Past in Flames. I haven't randomly milled a Past in Flames anyway. Man, if it hadn't been for Leyline of Sanctity, I actually had legitimate outs to win last turn because the 2 lightning bolts in my hand could have done 9 damage each.
Sure.
Top of my deck, Pyromancer's Ascension, Goblin Electromancer, that doesn't...
Yeah, you needed to find like an Echoing Truth to get rid of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Anyway, good match.
So I cast 2 of my sideboard cards. That's what it took.
It took 2 sideboard cards. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, well, it took 2 sideboard cards to win game 3. It took 1 sideboard game to win game 2, so you win. Wow.
Told you it would go differently.
You did tell me it was going to go differently. You told me you were going to draw more sideboard cards, and you did not lie. You drew more sideboard cards.
That's what I did. Yep.
So let's look at what that does to the bracket. Green-white aggro moves into the top 8. I don't want to spoil the result of the other match, even though we already played it for people watching the video. So, hope you've been enjoying Gauntlet of Greatness. See you guys next week when what we have left is the Legends bracket. Affinity and Infect entering the fray. See you guys then.